Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome Pisces to Channel of Future Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we are going to do your Lover's card reading spread. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Pisces. Take what resonates with you, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out your other placements and the readings to go along with that to get some more guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to this reading is the right time for you. All right, Pisces, this is for a coupled signs of Pisces, so people in union. The singles readings will be out later this week. That being said, as I was meditating on your energy, I did draw some oracle cards, and then we'll jump into the lover's spread, so to speak. And if you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. So happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. I'm going to use a singing bowl to begin. As I do so, take that deep breath in, and then exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Pisces. And I'm going to announce a little bit of a trigger warning on this reading as I was coming into this energy. There's definitely a heavy, lingering sadness that come in. And then as I start to, draw the oracle cards, it came very apparent. Ask for an overall energy for your sign, Pisces, and for your energy in this connection. We have the Devil card out, which in all regards can mean, seduction. But there is a cautious tale with that. I feel like it is this kind of, the devil's asking you to question whether, Alexa off, whether this is seduction, like lust or love, right? Maybe for some of you, you've been really questioning that. But then there was a sense of here, and then there's a part of me in the back of my mind that could, that it could also mean a love affair or sort of, infidelity in that way, but I don't want to put that out there unless it's out there. But then it came in with release your ex. So the time has come to clear this energy. So if you've been working, or maybe, something's gone stagnant or stuck in your current situation, and past starts to reoccur, or you walk and see your ex or something, there's connection there, and you start to get tempted. Now, be mindful. We're all adults and you can be entitled to make your own choice, but just be mindful of that. I feel like this is definitely a temptation, whether this is, and for some of you, this could be just temptation towards your own current partner, which I hope so. If there's an ex, there kind of energy that needs to be released immediately. We also got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, any, parental figures in your life that had some sort of impact on the way that you view love and romance now. You're seeing that they did the best they could with what the tools they had. And you are sort of correcting and changing that and letting that go, okay? We also have passion. Allow your heart to soul to sing with joy. You're craving passion, Pisces, for this whole energy. I feel like for some of you, there's been a real, sort of dry spell in some degree in that department, and your heart is yearning for it to a huge degree. So we also got very soon card coming out. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We have that full moon in Taurus coming tomorrow, so this is a great time to put your intentions and shed the past, let go of what no longer serves. Okay, we have 31. Love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Absolutely. When you are truly in an authentic love connection that's healthy and beneficial, then you guys will help to heal the wounds that are often created in the past. Without that being an obligation, it's just what happens, right? And that's power of love. We also have number 10, treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply, endings and new beginnings as well, but showing your love to your partners and expressing it through little acts, or just, making sure they do feel it, is super important in all relationships. And this is a time where, and you're naturally that energy, Pisces, you're a water sign, you're deeply feeling, and you like to, express that to your partners. We have 12, have faith, trust your faith in this situation. So whatever, when you are being tempted, this is exactly, the answer to that. I feel like be mindful and sort of have faith, trust in the situation, and that it will unfold as it is meant to. So this is a 6-card spread because the Lover's card has 6, is number 6. So the first card is going to represent your current energy towards this relationship. And the second is theirs. Pisces, Sun and Rising. Venus and Pisces, can I get the current energy towards this relationship? I feel like I kept hearing, don't retreat into solitude. The one obstacle you need to clear is kind of now. I feel like for some of you, there's an unavoidable truth that you're seeing and hearing. Your love life is going to kind of rebirth out of this. Okay. All right, look at that, the Sun card. Do you feel happy and abundant, positive about this energy with this connection? I think that's great. You see happiness. You are happy in this connection. So, like I said, for the greater amount of you, this is what I feel like is happening here. This is like, again, you're being questioned of, is this love or lust, right? And I feel like you're doing that right now. You're in that, honeymoon phase, and that's great. Can I get your partner's energy for Pisces connection? Partner's energy for Pisces connection. Rebuilding coming out here. This is how I feel like this is the Tower rebuild, right? So this is the traditional Tower card, but I don't feel like they see this as collapsing, or for some they may be able to do, but this is the rebuild card, and it is because of what you're doing to build up. This kind of relationship has kind of been that unavoidable truth, like I said, I was kind of hearing as I was meditating, is coming out in this Tower. But it is, something that you can work through and will work through if you guys are both, connected. I feel like there's a real powerful, energy if that person wants to rebuild to get to that same page. All right, so we're going to take a look at the next card is the connection card. That's what represents the characteristics between you two that bring you together. What is the connection card here? Characteristics that bring you guys together. Darkest fears, okay. All right, so the 9 of Swords, all right. So, what has brought you together is sort of the fears of the past, maybe, or of being alone for some. That is an interesting card, Pisces, especially since that you are coming out as the Sun card, right? It makes sense because your partner's coming out and rebuild, but you're feeling very positive and happy about the situation when I'm not sure. Either you don't see this coming necessarily, or, darkest fears coming out. Relationship strengths. We're going to look at the next card, that's your relationship strength. Pisces, and we're going to take a look at the qualities that kind of maintain this relationship with this card. What are the relationship strengths? For some of you, I feel like this is that unavoidable truth that you may not want to see, right? Okay, so we got the love card. This is the Lover's card. This is Gemini energy, but this is powerful. The union, the strengths that maintain this relationship is you guys have that desire to both be here. Whether you rebuild, one wants to rebuild and one just sees it as a happy energy, which you are a very dreamer energy, Pisces. So that makes sense kind of that you're coming out as the Sun card because you were naturally a dreamer, but you're not a sort of love robot, right? So you're not going to keep enduring these things. But the darkest fears here that is your connection makes sense as well, because it could have been trials and tribulations that brought you there. The strengths is your love for this dynamic, right? The respect of this connection, whether it's just respect, the commitment to it, that is your greatest strength here. We're going to take a look at what your relationship weaknesses are now. That is sort of, what needs to be sort of exposed or explored or addressed here for Pisces. Weaknesses. got the Hope card, which is heal in this dynamic. So this is Aquarius energy, but this is the Star card in traditional tarot. So this is that sense of healing. This is your greatest weakness. There's the healing, the wounds, right? This is why it is your, you know, what needs to be explored and addressed. You need to heal these wounds, the darkest fears that keep coming and doing on replay, and probably creating the same patterns in the relationship prior. They're just being sort of unpacked here. And that's oftentimes when you come into relationships, either person with more baggage than we care to admit, and then we have to sort of unpack it together. Now, that's why that card, you know, true love can help heal past hurts. Yes, it can, but both people are going to have to be truly willing to commit to that. And, you know, I do feel like that is here, absolutely. All right, we're going to take a look at the outcome for Pisces. You also have a lot of major arcana, every one but one so far. So that is indicating swift moving, quick moving energy as well. What is the outcome for Pisces here? You gotta, you know, heal it, right? And I feel like for some of you that is facing an uncomfortable truth or an unavoidable truth about this connection. Look at that. We have the Magician card coming in as your outcome. You are able to manifest your greatest love. You can, this is, you know, the magic is here, the alchemy is here between the two of you. You're in this rebuild is powerful. You have so many, 5 out of 6 major arcana here, and one on the bottom, listening to your intuition. And through these challenging times, you can either grow together, you can grow apart, and that's how it is at the end of the day. You know, this rebuild can lead to this greatest sun card, this happiness that you guys have been both longing for some time. But you're going to have to work through the darkest fears, unpack the baggage together from the past, each of it, right? And have respect and dignity and that love, the connection, to bring it together at home, right? You have to have a lot of healing and a lot of hope here. But you have the power to manifest what you truly want, right? So do that and work through it. You know, you can sort of listen to your intuition through these challenging times, absolutely. And it will lead you to success and growth, as well as strengthening bonds and love abounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps coming for you, Pisces. It's all positive energy. This is a time where your diligence to this connection, your diligence to this love connection is going to pay off in leaps and bounds, because it's gonna match your energy wholeheartedly. So I think this is as you kind of face this unavoidable truth and you work in the rebuild, it does bring your darkest fears to light. Yeah, absolutely. But you do have the connection and the person that really wants to rebuild this with you. So that is up to you with what you make it. Until next time, Pisces. Namaste.